Hey you guys, welcome back. I'm Lala's Grand. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're new here, welcome. Please join the Lala's Grand fam. Follow me on my Instagram at lalasgrand_. Please go ahead, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification so you will get updated every time I upload a new video. But you guys, let's dive right in. Look at this look. Like, just look at this look. It is so beautiful. You guys, Auntie Pat, she did it again. Like, I don't know what to say. The girl just keeps beating my face. I'm telling y'all, I love Auntie Pat. She is my favorite makeup brand. I know that's such a big statement to make, but I just love the brand as a whole. Just the different products I get all together. And for me, eyeshadow is one of my favorite things about makeup. I love the artistry. I love to play in it, and I love to create different looks, and I love to be inspired. And Auntie Pat takes me there each and every single time. I'm never let down from her. So when I heard that her Celestial Divinity collection was coming out, I set my alarm clock, you guys. I literally ordered this palette within the first 10 to 15 minutes of the launch. Now, I did want to mention that I feel like there were shipping issues with this launch because I ordered this palette the day it came out, but the problem that I had was I didn't get notified that it was going to be shipped until yesterday. That's when I got notified, and I got the palette today, and today is Saturday, October 3rd. Well, now it's probably the 4th because it's late, but anyways, I got the palette like much later from when I ordered it. And typically when I order from Pat McGrath, especially if I order like within the first 10-15 minutes of her launch, I usually get the palette like the day after or 2 days after. So I don't know what happened with this launch. I heard that there were issues, so that is something that they will have to work on. But you guys, this palette was worth the wait. It is a whole collection. I'll put a picture of it up here so that you guys can see, but she's also coming out with 3 quads. She's releasing lipsticks and different packaging and whatnot. There's just going to be so much more to the collection, and the quads are going to come out on different dates. So I do plan on purchasing maybe 2 of the 3 quads, but I don't know, we'll have to see. But you guys, today it is all about the Mega 18 pan palette. Like, this palette, you guys, it's just so beautiful. Like, I could cry right now. Auntie Pat just keeps beating me up. Now I'm crying, like I just don't know what to do. If you want to see how I came up with this beautiful, gorgeous look, please just keep watching this video, you guys. I had so much fun creating this look, and I cannot wait to see what other looks I'm gonna make. So I'm probably gonna be making a part 2 of this video, so just stay tuned. If it's your first time here, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being here. I am so excited about today's video, y'all. Y'all, I'm so excited. Like, listen, I got off work. I was like, listen, I have got to shoot this video tonight, no matter how late I have to stay up. Auntie Pat has never released anything like this before. An 18 pan eyeshadow palette she has not done. Normally the biggest palettes that she's done has been her 10 pan Mothership palettes. Those normally retail for $125. So when I saw this one, I was like, okay, she's probably gonna be really expensive. Let me prepare, let me brace myself for the price. But I was surprised. This palette is $78. What? You guys, that is amazing. For 18 shadows, and you get to try her different formulas. We are gonna go ahead and do the unboxing here. This is my very first time opening all of this up. So here is the palette. Okay, packaging. Y'all, look at this. And here's the palette. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. This is beautiful. It has a ribbon on the side that's preventing the palette from opening all the way up, but it is 18 shadows in here. Now, the size of the pans are different than her bigger 10 pan palettes. Just so you guys can compare the two, this is her 10 pan Mothership palette. Now, it is slightly smaller, but to be honest, are you realistically gonna go through the entire pan even if it was this big? So having this size, honestly, for the price to be $78, I think that's a great price point. I just love how Auntie Pat describes her palettes. Like, she is selling you luxury. She is selling you like cream of the crop. She is selling you top of the top. Like, just listen to this description, you guys. So she says, prepare for an eye extravaganza with Pat McGrath's first ever Mothership MEGA palette starring a treasure trove of 18 seductive shades. With this alluring array of glitter, shimmer, matte, and iridescent shadows, you're ready to embark on infinite eye fantasies, ranging from the subliminal to the sublime to the subversive. Let makeup majorness ensue with 12 cult classic pigments directly from the lab's vault. Vivid purples, glamorous greens, and mesmerizing metallics, along with 6 never-before slayed hues. Ignite artistry at its most exquisite with this couture color collection. Whew, you guys, I'm telling you, Auntie Pat, she is something, isn't she? Like, that's why she's Auntie Pat. Like, I don't know what else to say, but just so you guys know, there are 12 repeated shades from her Star Wars collection, right? Now, 6 of these shades are new, never before seen. All right, let's do some swatches. All right, y'all, I don't know if I can fit everything on one arm, but I'm gonna try. Ignore my elbow, y'all. It's just, my elbow's just darker. I don't know, but it's not ashy though, it's not ashy. All right, so the first shade is called Saturnalia, and this is the very first shade. This is described as a chromatic crimson with pink flash. This is Bronze Nebula, and it's a metallic golden bronze. Now, there's only 3 mattes in this palette, you guys. So this first one right here, this is Major Mahogany, and it's a warm mahogany matte. And this is Lunar Champagne. This right here is Violet Void. This is Gold Standard. Luminous 24 karat gold is what it's described as. Yeah, that's like 24 carats. Pat does such a great job of making golds. This is called Venomous Void. It's a mid-tone magenta matte. Odyssey is a lilac taupe with pink sparkle. Fuchsia Shock is a fuchsia purple shimmer. This is called Megabytes, and it's a deepened khaki green shimmer. Ooh, this might be my favorite shade so far. Oh, that is so pretty. This shade right here is called Bronze. This shade is called Electron, and I feel like this shade is so interesting. So this is a duochrome. It's described as a duochrome rose bronze with a glittering blue flash. Oh, it really does have a glittering blue flash to it. This is Cosmic, and it's a duochrome diamond sparkle pink. Oh, this one is called Smoke Amethyst. It's a blackened ogre green with pink sparkle. This is called Dragonfly, and it's a duochrome warm gold metallic with blue green flash. Venusian Orchid is a matte mid-tone pink. Galactic Gold, duochrome platinum with golden chartreuse finish. I'm sorry, chartreuse flash, not finish. And the very last shade is called Corruption, and it's a duochrome fiery bronze. Look at this one too. I mean, oh, can you guys see the shifts? And here are all 18 shades. Y'all, I really wish you guys could see the shifts that these shades have in person. The photos don't even do this palette justice. Y'all, look at this. Oh my gosh, Auntie Pat, I am so happy I decided to pick up this palette, y'all. Y'all, keep in mind there are so many different finishes in this palette. So you've got mattes, you've got metallics, you've got duochromes, you've got shimmers, you have like glitter toppers. Like there's so, well, not glitter, but it's like her fine glitter formula that is just so fantastic. Y'all, this palette is just, I haven't even used it yet on my eyes, and I'm just so incredibly hyped about this, y'all. I can do comparison swatches in another video if you guys are interested, because I already have so many of her palettes. But here's the thing though, I'm not gonna do it in this video because this video is already about to be long. I already know, and I don't want it to be too long, but I just want you guys to have an idea of what the shades look like, and we're gonna test it out on our eyes. All right, y'all, so eyelids have been primed with the concealer. Now, I know some people will set down their concealer or their primer with whatever they use on their lids, but I don't, y'all, I actually just go right in, and the blending for me works perfectly that way. So you guys, with all of these shades, I don't even know what to use. I feel so inspired to do so many looks with this palette. But y'all, the first shade that's calling me is Megabytes. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just go straight into Megabytes. Now, am I crazy? Maybe. We are literally just gonna go straight in, and I'm just placing this in my crease. Now I'm gonna switch brushes. I'm using a flat packer brush instead, and I'm just gonna put this right on my lid, right near my crease, because I'm gonna go back in and blend that. Look at that shade. That is so gorgeous. Like, this shade you can wear anywhere. Like, if you just had a matte brown and you smoked it out around it, and then you just had this shade on your lid with some eyeliner, where are you going? Like, you are going to a ball, you are going out to dinner. Like, you can go anywhere with this shade. Y'all, I rest my case. Like, Auntie Pat, what are you doing to me? Now I'm gonna take my 224 brush again, and I'm just blending out this shade. I know some people can be nervous about going straight in with the shimmer. I like the finish that it has sometimes when you use a shimmer or a metallic in the crease and blend it out. I think it's such a deluxe look. Like, it just looks so technical and gorgeous. Just make sure that when you do this though, you're very careful and you keep it concentrated in one area, because you don't want the shimmer to go all the way up to your eyebrow. That's just gonna look weird. So just be careful, but putting a shimmer in the crease can absolutely 100% be done. All right, so I'm taking my packer brush again. I'm going into Smoked Amethyst. And I want to create a winged look as well. So I'm just making sure I'm placing Smoked Amethyst in the shape of how I would like to blend this out. And this shade has pigment, y'all. So now I'm going back into my MAC 224 brush and I'm just lightly blending out Smoked Amethyst. And I want to take it somewhat into Megabytes just a little bit. And I'm just going to pile a little bit back on. Now, shades like this that are so pigmented, I think it's always best to really just work in layers, you guys. So take your time, focus on blending. I'm now taking my Morphe M514 brush, which is just gonna help me do just some more detailed blending with this. I'm just continuing to work in layers. Hey, Dad. How are you?
What are you doing?
Shooting a video. What's up?
You want me in the video? You want me in the video?
Why would I want you in the video, Dad?
You see your daddy?
But Dad, you don't do makeup. You don't know anything about makeup.
No, at least I can do a touch.
What do you mean do a touch? My dad. All right, y'all, so I replicated the look on both sides. I just want to add more Smoked Amethyst to my outer V. I just want to darken this up just a teeny bit and bring this a little bit into my crease, and I'll blend this out some more. I know the fact that this is like all shimmer is probably intimidating to some people, or it might seem that way, but I promise you it's not. I know the first time I tried it, I was like, wait, I feel like I need a matte, but then once I started just going with it and just taking my time and layering on the shades, I felt comfortable right away. So if you're a beginner, just remember to layer blend as much to your liking until you're satisfied. So I think that this right here looks really good. Now, I want to take this look to another new level. Like, I want to do more. There's so many shades in this palette, right? But y'all, I don't know, I'm just like intrigued by so many of them. One of the shades that's really grabbing my attention right now is this shade right here called Odyssey. So I'm gonna take Odyssey and I'm gonna put that in my inner corner right here in this area. I am getting a lot of fallout with all of these shades, but listen, this is why I went ahead and did eyes first, because I wanted to avoid this from getting all of my foundation. And I'm just blending in Odyssey into Megabyte. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a little bit more of Megabyte and I'm gonna bring it in just a little bit more, just to marry these two shades together. So yes, there's even more that I wanna do to the eyes, but I wanna pause right here because I wanna go ahead and finish the rest of my face and complete my foundation. That way I can play with my lower lash line and do some more there. So I'll be right back. I'm using the Pat McGrath foundation. I love this foundation, y'all. And I'm in the shade Deep 30. All right, so foundation is on. Next, we're gonna use the Pat McGrath Concealer. This is the same exact shade that I used to highlight under my brows and that I also use as my primer. And this is MD23. This concealer is full coverage, y'all. I mean, she is like pigment. So you guys, I am taking just a little bit of this under my eyes because it's so easy to get carried away with this concealer. You guys, this is really random, but do y'all find blending therapeutic or stressful? I feel like I used to find it very stressful. So y'all, I just relax, I take my time, and then I'll just be thinking of stuff, and then I'll just get lost in my thoughts, y'all. I mean, right now, blending is so therapeutic. Makeup in general is therapeutic for me. If you guys don't have anything that just makes you just like woosah, or just like helps to relax you, and or that makes you just want to be at ease, please find something, because I'm telling you, with this world and in life, you need something that's gonna also help relax you. Look at this blend. Okay, so do you guys see why I want that like golden highlight? It just goes so well with my skin tone, and that's what I was trying to get from the concealer that I used in my last video that was from Rare Beauty, which was nice by the way, but I just didn't get that golden undertone in my shade. So, but just so you guys can see what golden undertone I was kind of referring to. Ooh, just look at how the face is coming together though, like, woo. I forgot to mention that I did use my Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Primer, and this is in the shade Deep. So I do like this. I do feel like it blurs. And to apply this, I like to use a sponge that I use to blend out my under eye highlight, and I'll just dip it in the powder with the sponge, and I'll just lightly push that in. Now this powder, you don't need that much powder. At first when I got it, I was like, why is it such a small amount of powder? Listen y'all, just a little bit of this powder packs a punch, so just be careful if you do use this powder. Now it's time to finish with these eyes. I'm not done yet, but what I want to do is this pink right here is just calling me. Like, I imagine this pink just being on my lower lash line. I don't know why, but with the green and the pink, and I just feel like it goes with the whole color story that I'm thinking on my eyes. So I want to use this as an eyeliner in my waterline. So what I did was I sprayed my brush just with my setting spray, and I'm going into the shade Fuchsia Shock, and I'm putting this right on my lower lash line, and I'm getting really close to my waterline with this. All right, this is looking really pretty. All right, I want to marry my outer V and my lower lash line together. So I'm just tapping Smoked Amethyst in my outer V just to help marry my lower lash line together with the top portion of my eye. I'm going to use Venomous Void to help blend out Fuchsia Shock. And I'm just using a really small blending brush to do this. And I'm going right in my lower lash line. So now I can finally go back into Odyssey to finish my inner corner highlight. And of course we have to use Pat McGrath's eyeliner. And if you guys haven't tried her eyeliner, I'm telling y'all, it is so nice. It glides across the eyelids so smooth, and the black shows up so well. And I'm using Auntie Pat's Dark Star Mascara. The lashes I'm going to use are V Looks by Eye Envy, and this is in the style Rose or Gold. I think this will go perfect with this look. That way it doesn't overcrowd the eyeshadow. And voila, we have lashes. And I'm going to use her Lip Fetish Divinity in Nude Venus. I'm using her lip gloss in Bronze Divinity. I love this shade, you guys. It is so pretty and perfect for this look. Alright, so you guys know I love to use eyeshadow as blush. Auntie Pat has not released blushes, you guys, but I'm telling y'all, I've got so many pinks from her, I just use those as blushes. Pinks, oranges, whatever. So I'm gonna take this shade right here. This is Venomous Void, and I'm gonna mix it with Venusian Orchid to get my blush. Listen, I'm trying to tell you guys, if you already have your palette in your hand, just use it as a blush. Like, I'm trying to tell people this technique, like, this is just so amazing. All right, see, I'm getting carried away. I don't know why, anytime I use something like in a different manner, I get so excited, then I get carried away. And now I feel like I got a little bit too carried away in the blush, and I'm still getting carried away because look at me still here. If you ever feel like you get too carried away on a blush like I do all the time, just use your powder brush that you used earlier to diffuse the edges, and then go over the blush itself, and then boom, that's it, you're good. This is her Sublime Skin Highlighting, and I'm gonna go into Fine Gold 003 and put that at the high points of my cheeks. This is the finished look. Yes! Look at this, Auntie Pat. What do you guys think? Like I said in one of my previous videos, I feel like Pat McGrath is just such a wonderful brand to experience as a whole. Like, I love the fact that whenever I go out, people are always like, what are you wearing on your eyes? They always want to know. I feel like Pat McGrath just makes that statement that you just can't deny. I mean, you walk out looking like luxury. You walk out looking like you just ready to go I don't even know. Like, you walk out like you've been places. You walk out like you got a new life. You walking out like you own the business, own the whole place. I mean, Auntie Pat just does it for me, and I love Pat McGrath. Like, it is my favorite makeup brand. I have loved Pat McGrath for so long, and I've been such a big fan of her work and everything. I'm happy that I'm able to experience her releases and take part in this because it's something that I really do enjoy, and I just get so inspired anytime I have to use her palette or play with her makeup. I feel like I'm gonna have fun. I feel like I'm gonna have a great time, and I always do. I don't think there's a look that I've ever done using any of Pat McGrath's eyeshadows that I haven't liked. Yeah, I don't think there's a look. Like, all of her stuff works great together, even when working with different finishes. This shade Megabytes here, y'all, oh, it is so beautiful. I love the fact that the green tones in Megabytes really work well with Fuchsia Shock in my lower lash line. I think that they pair so beautifully together. I like that I use Odyssey because Odyssey is also duochrome, and I just love the way that looks as well too. The reflex I'm getting of the pink and the champagne is so pretty. And Smoke Amethyst, this just also took the look to a whole new level. And I only use one matte, and I use the matte on my lower lash line. Auntie Pat just takes you there. You guys, I really love this look. There's so many more looks that I want to do with this palette. So overall, for my first impressions, I love this palette. I think that for 78 bucks, getting 18 shadows in the smaller pan size with these different finishes and her awesome formula is completely worth it. Just keep in mind that her regular 10 pan palettes are $125, you guys. I know she's luxury. I'm telling y'all, she is luxe. So being able to get this for $78 if you haven't tried out any of her shades, I think you'd enjoy this. I feel like this is a palette where if you're not comfortable with using some of the shimmers in your crease or anything, that you could use these to top with and pair with some of your other natural everyday palettes. So if you're going somewhere or if you want to spice things up a bit, you could pair this palette with anything. I see myself traveling with this palette. I do think that this palette, it's definitely not as luxury and as heavyweight as her $125 palettes are, or her Mothership palettes are, but I feel like I mean, it's okay. It feels like it's cardboard, but I do love the fact, thank you Auntie Pat, that you put a good quality mirror in this palette. This mirror is great quality, so I'm so happy for that. I don't like a cheap mirror. It looks all plasticky. I just feel like I look weird in the cheap mirror. I don't want the cheap mirror. Thank you so much for not giving us a cheap mirror. But anyways, now I don't like this ribbon part. This broke on me, you guys. Like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, yep, that's gonna break. The other side is about to, well, that just fell off. So, I mean, it's really not needed, but even when it's not on, you're able to flex the palette just a little bit more, and that doesn't bother me. But I think that overall, this palette is worth it. I think it's great. Again, I'm so excited to do more looks with this. I hope you guys enjoyed this look that I came up with. I think I'm gonna do a part 2 where I'm gonna do more looks with this palette. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoy this entire look. I hope you guys enjoy this video. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and please follow me on my Instagram at lalasgrant_. Go ahead and like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so that way you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this. I had so much fun as well. Thanks, until my next video. Bye.